Sam Healey, oh, really, it's top 100 games. Sam Healey, oh, really, it's top 100 games. Sam won't be caught dead playing roads and boats. When people make him mad, he wants to punch him in the throats. Not the kind of grubby, but he's also kind of fun. He's an army of one.
Alright, welcome back to part 2 of the best top 10 of all time.
You know, you only start out that way, then you go to normal mode about 30 seconds
That would be
later.
very annoying, the whole top 10 like that. Number 87.
Yes, I agree.
Well, you know, it's me. I'm doing my top 100 best games of all time, games that you will probably be able to get me to play at any given moment, provided the situation and circumstances are correct. My 100 through 91 turned a lot of heads, got a lot of shocked surprises. Thought it was pretty cool. So let's see if we can continue.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's see if we can continue. All right, my number 90 is a game that I enjoyed playing in the past enough to where I have kept it on my list. Well, put it on my list. It's the first time I've ever done this. But it is a game called Around the World in 80 Days.
I thought you might.
It's a very cool racing game that had a lot. I mean, it was probably one of the coolest racing games I had played to date, and probably still falls into that category for me now. I always enjoyed the movies. I enjoyed Jackie Chan's version when he did it in the movies. Never read the book though. So
The book is fantastic.
yeah, I'm sure it probably is. I mean, the movies, both of the movies were awesome.
Nothing like the book.
So yeah. But takes you 2 weeks. I'm in and out in 2 hours.
I didn't do that snobby enough.
But I always enjoyed the movies, and so the game I always had already had kind of an affinity to it, and the mechanics really worked together well to pull that off. So It really represented the book and the movies well. So Around the World in 80 Days, my number 90.
All right.
Number 89. The Adventurers of the Temple of Shock. This is super light game. I do enjoy a light game. I do enjoy a light game. What do you?
No. I didn't realize you liked this game that much. Now you didn't. You're being specific here. You're not picking the Pyramid of whatever.
Not the Pyramid of Horus.
Which is this one?
This is the one. This is the one. The boulder. This is the Indiana Jones ripoff. And that's probably why I like it more than the Pyramid of Horus, because Indiana Jones is one of the most iconic movies for me as I was growing up. Really enjoy Harrison Ford as an actor, and that character Indiana Jones really was cool, and that was one of the most iconic scenes in the movie. And you know, it's just really cool to replicate that, and it does it very well. So this has been a game that's I owned, I still own, and I haven't picked up the Pyramid of Horus. But I have kept this one. So
all right, cool.
The Adventures in the Temple of Shock. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Nah,
Who cares? All right, my number 88 is a game that my wife said it had better be on your list or else. So it is.
So we know why this one's here.
So it is, but it is worthy of the spot on the list. It is a game that we have played over and over and over and over and over again over the past 15 years, and we still play it. The most recent incarnation of it, South Seas, is my favorite way to play it, and that is Carcassonne.
Okay.
You can put any flavor of Carcassonne you'd like on there, but my favorite is the South Seas one, the one that just came out. But my wife likes to play the smash up version of it, to where you just put all the stuff together and go after it that way. And my family actually played a game of that just 2 nights ago.
I mixed mine with South Seas.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like to
That-
mix
that-
all the themes together.
All the themes. But Carcassonne is very worthy of the spot. I jest about my wife making me put it on there. But I do have bruises. I don't have bruises. I'm just kidding. My number 87.
Had the bodily flash number for abuse. Call this number.
Yeah. No. Okay. So my number 88 is Carcassonne. My number 87 is a game called Dice Town. And not to be confused with Desperados of Dice Town, which is the newer one that just came out. Its predecessor, Dice Town, where you are rolling dice that have different pictures of poker cards on it. And you're trying to get the most points, the most gold, the best land that's out there. And you do that by rolling and putting together, Yahtzee style, the best poker hand. It's a loud game because it comes with the little shakers and
Oh yeah, but
the whole time.
that cover is so satisfying.
Yeah, it is. And it's also probably one of the most frustrating games ever because it's like you want to roll. I just want one ace. That's all I want, and then I have the best hand, and you roll everything but that, and you've paid out the nose to be able to do that. So.
Do you like it with the expansion or without?
You know what? I've never actually played it with the expansion. I've only played the base game. But you and other people have told me that it actually plays a lot better with the expansion.
True, but some people actually like it better without the expansion.
Okay.
Because the expansion does add some time.
I think I like it better without.
Okay.
Well, then you obviously would like it better with.
Well,
I think with the expansion, it's like it's one of those expansions that no matter what you did, hey, you get something. You know what I mean? I like in the first.
I want something. I don't like to get
in
nothing.
the first game, you can lose more. You know what I mean? That sounds weird, but like I shouldn't be rewarded for having rolled a bad hand. You won. You beat me at rolling more. Jacks or whatever, then fine, you should
Everybody gets a car.
No.
Everybody gets a
One person gets a car,
Oprah.
the rest get bruises.
The rest get bruises. All right, well, anyway, my number, what is this, 88, 87? Yes.
They're not numbered?
87, yes, they are.
Okay.
My number 87 is Dice Town. My number 86 is a game that I've actually given a lot of grief to. Mainly, just to be contrarian, but I do actually enjoy the game, and it is a fun game to play, and that is Lord of the Rings Confrontation. It is a good.
After all that?
Yes, after all that, absolutely. It's just not a better game than Lord of the Rings.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, come on. Now we know one out of the next 84.
But Lord of the Rings Confrontation is a very light, pasted-on theme game because you can put any theme on this that you possibly want to.
Should you get that in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it does have a lot of cool mechanics to it. The characters do work well together, and special abilities, getting to move to different parts of the board and that type of thing. And it does mirror the struggle at a very basic level in the Lord of the Rings universe. So it's worthy of a spot on my 100 list, but please note how high up on the list it is, or rather how low on the list it is. All right, so that's my number 86. Number 85 is a game that I have played a lot with different groups of people. Mostly Christians, though, so you'll have to take that as a caveat. It is a Christian-based game, Christian religion-based game. That is Journeys of Paul. Journeys of Paul is a game that you each take a different role of one of the apostles in the New Testament church, not really named apostles. You're basically trying to start the most number of churches and get to Rome first. Kind of morbid because that's. It wasn't very fun for Paul to go to Rome, but it was, that's the whole thing. You have to first to build, I think, 4 or 5 churches, and be the first one to land in Rome, and the person who's able to do that wins. Along the way, though, as you're building your own churches, you can sow discord in other people's churches. So that's kind of a wonky thing to the whole theme, but it works because there was the dissembling or at least the trying to dissemble the churches that was present of just wasn't the Christians trying to tear down the other churches. So there was that there. So I understand it has to be there. But my number 85 is Journeys of Paul. My number 84 is a game that probably has flown under the radar for a lot of people, and that's Isla Dorada. Isla Dorada is a game that I thought was really cool. It had really cool art, really cool pieces. The components were amazing, and I enjoyed having to go. One person is the leader, and he chooses where you go. And there was a struggle that would ensue there. Between, well, I don't want to go there. You need to go over here, and this kind of thing. And there was a good back and forth between the different players with Isla Dorada. But it was a really beautiful game, and I think it's really gotten not a lot of love.
No, man, it crashed and burned. I think as soon as it came out.
Yeah, it just did not go anywhere, and I really don't understand why. Because it had everything that it needed to really succeed, but I
don't think it was intuitive.
It just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I do know that every time I've played it, I've always felt like I want to like it just a little bit more. I know that's a weird thing to say, but the game is so gorgeous. The pieces are so great. And every time I play it, I'm like, it's just a little too long. I want to like it just a little bit more. I want these cards to be just a little bit simpler to understand. You know what I mean? Just it's little bits that sort of push it down for me.
Yeah. All right, well, that's my number 84, Isla Dorada. Number 83 is a game that we all have liked and have talked about a lot, and that is Cash and Guns. Woo! Yeah, so I guess this is kind of maybe a party game, maybe not, I don't know.
I would call
it's
this
the closest to a party game you've had.
Okay.
You're getting there.
We'll get
give
there.
it to you.
All right. So Cash and Guns is a really cool game. They're coming out with a 2.0, which I'm really excited about because I like a lot of the changes that they're making to the game. I think they're going to be positive changes in the long run. So Cash and Guns 2.0, be on the lookout for it. But for now, Cash and Guns, my number 83.
Cool.
Number 82 is a game that I didn't think I would like to begin with because it was a lot like Dominion, but with dice. And I was not really happy with Dominion for a while, but Warriors came out, and I actually enjoy it. Slightly. There's another... What?
No, I'm surprised that it's so low. I thought it'd be like in your top 30 or so.
Yeah, there's probably...
Oh, really? You like it that much?
There's probably...
No, I mean...
There's probably another game that'll be... Maybe. I don't know. But Warriors has a really loose pasted on fantasy theme to it. So it's got that going for it because I am a little bit of a fantasy liking person, other than some people.
Dragon.
But so my number 82 is Warriors. Really cool dice rolling game, and you actually get a lot of good game, a lot of quality components for the money that you pay for it too. So that's another reason I think it's good for the list, is that you do get a lot of bang for your buck there. Cool. All right, my number 81. Last one for this installment is a game that I have played so often, and I've taught it so many times that I can teach it at a drop of a hat. And I am not a very good teacher of games, so Zularetto is a game that I think really deserves a place on this list, and it is a game that I have enjoyed, and the trucks was a cool mechanic for me. Mm-hmm. You know, flipping over a tile, choosing where to put it, and then do I take it or do I wait? Do I put this thing on here because I know he wants it to try to get him to take a truck that isn't full, you know,
early, right?
Yeah, take it early, that type of thing. So I like that back and forth, and then trying to fit everything in your pins and trying to float between and be a good steward of the spaces that you have on your player board. It's just has a lot of good things going for it, and the expansions I think cluttered it up more than anything else. But some of them are fun, some of them are not fun. They just convolute the game a little bit more than it needs to. So that's my number 81, Zularetto.
Very cool.
Still kind of heavy on the Euro games here. That's interesting.
No, yeah. Again, it's that sweet spot, like that mid-weight family Euro sweet spot.
I'm going to call that in the last 20, at least 2 of them are in your top 100. At least, I think.
In the last 20 of his?
Yeah. I think from his 100 to 80, 2 of those at least will be in yours.
Yes, guaranteed.
Amerithrashers, keep calm.
Did you say Amerithrash?
That's the term now.
That's the Thrashers. That's the term now.
Make this happen, people.
I'm starting a website called Fortress Amerithrash.
Amerithrashers, stay calm. Stay calm.
All right. You've been watching The Dice Tower with your host,
Sam Healey.
We'll see you next time.
Throats, not the kind of grumpy, but he's also kind of fun.